Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Today on CWN, did you know that one of our teachers loves to surf?
And several of our softball players are preseason all-stars. I'm Lauren.
And I'm William. And today is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Great job to our carolers.
Yes, that was very nicely done.
Not bad for our last show.
One of our new teachers here just happened to be an avid surfer and has been surfing for the past couple years, locally and abroad. We caught up with Coach Medley about one of his favorite pastimes.
If y'all don't know, we have a new head coach on campus, Coach Matthew Medley. And besides coaching basketball and teaching world geography, Mr. Medley surfs outside of school and has attended many surfing competitions. Coach Medley plans to travel the world and explore the different atmospheres while surfing. We interviewed him to see his perspective about his surfing career.
I've been surfing pretty much my whole life. Started with my dad. He has surfed his whole life too. He's been to Mexico, Costa Rica, other spots in the Caribbean. So those are spots I want to go to. I've only gone once to Mexico. I want to go again. I went when I was like 10 years old when I first started. I haven't really gone ever since. There's a lot of good surfing here in Corpus, a really good surfing community, a lot of good competitions that go along here. I've been to a couple of them, haven't won anything, but it's always fun, you know, to compete and get with the rest of the surfers that are around here. Best surfing here in Corpus is right around now. Unfortunately, you got to wear a wetsuit, which sucks because the water's really, really cold. But other than that, this is the best time to surf here in the Gulf. And yeah, I hope to get to go to Costa Rica, Indonesia, Australia would be nice, but that's kind of on the bottom of the list because of money and all the sharks out there. So I don't want to mess with that stuff. But other than that, you know, it's pretty exciting.
That's a little bit more about Coach Medley and his hobbies of surfing.
Man, last show of the year. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Seriously, the last show of 2024.
Mr. Smith had a lab covering measurement analysis where the students had an opportunity to have some real fun learning how to correctly adapt their measurements to the correct standards.
Hi, I'm Callie. I'm here with Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, can you tell me about your lab y'all are doing today?
Sure. We're doing what we are making fudge today. And the connection to chemistry is one, we've been doing this thing called dimensional analysis, and that's where we can convert units of any measurement into units of anything else. So the students had to all convert the units from metric units into customary units to do the lab. And then the other part is we've been talking about ratios and the ratios that chemical equations react in. And so this is to get your fudge to turn out right, you have to do everything in the right ratio and get it to the right temperature. So if you don't do all of those things exactly right, you end up with kind of more like candy rather than fudge.
Okay, that's great. Now that's everything. Back to the studio.
Coming up in the new year, BPA has been working very hard on their upcoming competition. They have a meeting today after school in Mr. Works room 601. If you plan on competing in January, you must attend.
Everyone knows how awesome our band is, from the incredible directors to its members. One member in particular has a great aptitude for playing music and has been nationally recognized. Many of you have already seen him in action.
Hey cats, I'm Zoe. I'm here with Calallen TV. Here at Calallen High School, we have a very successful and dedicated band program. Nicholas Rossi is a talented and dedicated musician. He plays the saxophone and can play varying instruments within the saxophone family.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Rossi. I'm a junior in the Calallen band, and I play saxophone.
Nicholas Rossi is an excellent student who can play different types of saxophones, from marching band season to concert band season.
In marching season, I play the alto and soprano saxophones, and I do the same thing in concert season. I also know how to play the tenor, baritone, and sopranino saxophones, and I play clarinet just a little bit. I enjoy playing saxophone and making music in general because it's an art form. It's a way for me to tell a story in a different way than writing a book or singing or painting.
Overall, Nicholas Rossi is a very talented musician. That's all from us. Now back to the anchors.
There will be a boys' track meeting after school today, December 18th, in the auditorium for any boys interested in running track this year who are not already in the fourth period athletics. You will be provided an info physics, physicals, rank 1, and UIL eligibility.
Students, if you have makeup hours, here's how you can make up some of them. Today, from 4 to 5 p.m. in room 503, and Thursday to Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. in room 511. Attendance will be counted through the 20th of December, so don't be absent.
The holidays can be stressful times for many. Our counseling department wanted to share some information in case you or someone you know may be going through a difficult time.
Hey Cats, this is a December edition of Wildcat Wellness Wednesdays. Today we want to talk to you about suicide prevention and seasonal depression. So, to seek immediate help whenever you are experiencing thoughts of suicide, please reach out to your counselor. If you're at home, ask a parent, family member, or call or text 988. If you're part of the LGBTQ community, please call 1-866-488-7386. And if you know you are in immediate danger, please call 911. If you're thinking about suicide, again, please reach out to a trusted teacher, counselor, or an administrator. Create a safety plan to help you when thoughts creep in. And if you're at home, talk to a family member or trusted adult, such as a pastor, priest, or a doctor. And remember, again, call or text 988.
Prevención del suicidio. Ayuda inmediata. Cuando tengas pensamientos suicidas, si estás en la escuela, ve a un consejero. Si estás en casa, pregunta a uno de tus padres, familiares o llama o envía un mensaje de texto al 988. Si necesitas ayuda y te sientes más cómodo hablando con una persona LGBTQ, llama al 1-866-488-7386. Y para ayuda inmediata, no dudes en llamar al 911. ¿Estás pensando en suicidarte? En la escuela, habla con un maestro, consejero o administrador de confianza. Crea un plan de seguridad que te ayude cuando los pensamientos se te infiltren. En casa, habla con un familiar o un adulto de confianza, como un pastor, sacerdote, médico, etc. Llama o envía un mensaje de texto al 988.
The other thing that we want to talk to you about is seasonal depression. It is medically known as a seasonal affective disorder. So the National Institute of Mental Health describes seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, and it is characterized by significant changes in your mood and behavior when the season changes. In most cases, seasonal depression symptoms start in the late fall or early winter and go away during the spring or summer. Known as winter pattern SAD or winter depression. Other people experience depressive symptoms during the spring and summer months, known as summer pattern seasonal affective disorder.
Trastorno afectivo estacional. El Instituto Nacional de Salud Mental describe que el trastorno afectivo estacional, comúnmente conocido como depresión estacional, se caracteriza por cambios significativos en el estado de ánimo y el comportamiento cuando cambian las estaciones. En la mayoría de los casos, los síntomas del trastorno afectivo estacional comienzan a fines del otoño o principios del invierno y desaparecen durante la primavera y el verano, lo que se conoce como de patrón invernal o depresión invernal. Otras personas experimentan síntomas depresivos durante los meses de primavera y verano.
Some signs and symptoms to look out for if you may be experiencing seasonal depression. These include decreased energy or fatigue, difficulty concentrating, changes in sleep or appetite, physical aches or pains, headaches, cramps, or digestive problems, thoughts of death or suicide, trouble thinking clearly, increased appetite, especially for sweets and carbohydrates, and feeling hopeless, worthless, or guilty.
Signos y síntomas: disminución de la energía o fatiga, dificultad para concentrarse, cambios en el sueño o el apetito, dolores físicos, dolores de cabeza, calambres o problemas digestivos, pensamientos de muerte o suicidio, dificultad para pensar con claridad, aumento del apetito, especialmente por dulces y carbohidratos, sensación de desesperanza, inutilidad o culpa.
These are just some ways on how to help yourself. You can also try these things to help improve your symptoms. Get as much natural sunlight as possible. Make your work and home environments as light and airy as possible. Sit in your windows when you're indoors. Take plenty of regular exercise, particularly outdoors and in daylight. Eat a healthy, balanced diet and avoid stressful situations and take steps to manage your stress.
¿Cómo ayudarse a sí mismo? También puede probar estas cosas para ayudar a mejorar sus síntomas. Obtenga la mayor cantidad posible de luz solar natural. Haga que sus entornos de trabajo y hogar sean los más luminosos y ventilados posible. Siéntese cerca de las ventanas cuando esté en espacios interiores. Haga mucho ejercicio con regularidad, especialmente al aire libre y durante el día. Lleve una dieta sana y equilibrada. Evite situaciones estresantes y tome medidas para controlar el estrés.
If you know of someone struggling or having thoughts of suicide, again, please do not hesitate to call or text 988, which is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can call or chat at 988lifeline.org. If you are in a life-threatening situation, please remember to call 911. And please remember that you matter. Please do not be afraid to reach out for help.
Si usted o alguien que conoce está pasando dificultades o tiene pensamientos suicidas, por favor no dude en llamar o enviar un mensaje de texto al 988, la línea de prevención del suicidio y crisis. También puede obtener apoyo a través de su chat en vivo en 988lifeline.org. En situaciones potencialmente mortales, por favor no dude en llamar al 911.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And good luck on your finals.
Feliz Navidad a todos. Que tengan mucha buena suerte en los exámenes y cualquier pregunta, por favor, contactar con un profesional.
All of us here at Calallen TV would encourage all of you to please take care of yourself. Mental health is important. Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors. Welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic America's Drive-In. Our very own softball team was recognized at the opening ceremony event at the Hooks Field for winning state twice before they started the All-Star game. We are super excited and proud of them. Now it's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie. And now it's everyone's favorite time. It's time for our daily trivia Christmas question. All you have to do is answer today's Christmas question by the end of fourth period by emailing CalallenTV@gmail.com for a chance to win. Let's send it over to James to see who our next winner is and what today's question is.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to the 10 Days of Christmas. Yesterday's winner was Miss Carney. Today's question is, what were the gifts that the three wise men brought to the baby Jesus? Email the correct answer to CalallenTV@gmail.com before fourth period ends for a chance to win. And that's all from me. Let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
Now let's send it over to Maddie with the rundown on sports after this quick break.
When being pulled over by a police officer, understand that the situation is very stressful for both you and the police officer. You're looking to get out without a scratch on you, and the officer is just trying to do his job safely. When being pulled over by a police officer, it's best that you just follow instructions as the officer says. Make sure to have both hands visible to the officer and always be vocal. Let the officer know if you have any drugs, weapons, or any paraphernalia in the vehicle with you. Communication is key in this situation. Tell the officer when you're reaching for something and what you're reaching for, such as a driver's license or proof of insurance. Bottom line is, take the situation slow and controlled if you just want to be on your way.
I'm going to let you know, okay? If everything's clear, I'm just going to give you a written warning, all right, and send you on your way, okay? All right. Anything I need to know about the car? You have any drugs or guns? All righty. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cooking. Our boys basketball team played Orange Grove last night in a nail-biter game, winning by 52-51. Great job, boys. They play West Oso on Friday. Our girls basketball team traveled to Beeville last night, and although they played their hearts out, they fell short to the Trojans. They play again on the 28th. Haley caught up with our boys soccer team to get an update and speak to one of its players and Coach Mora about this year's season.
We're going to interview Logan and how his soccer season is going.
My name's Logan Cockrell. I started playing soccer 2 years ago. Last game we played Ray at home is 0-0. Even though we didn't win, the team still played good. But we can definitely do better, and we're spending time in practice to get better for the rest of the season. Next game is against Carroll at Carroll. We're definitely going to try to get a win that game and take that momentum into the season.
We also talked to Coach Mora about how the game went and how he thinks the next one is going to go.
Last scrimmage we had against Ray High School. It was a good game. JV lost 2-0. They gave up 2 goals in the last 4 minutes, but fought really, really hard. Varsity played Ray High School as well, their varsity squad, and they ended up tying 0-0. It was a very tough physical match, but the boys stepped up pretty well. Gave them a good game. Defense played stellar. We had some good performances from all the guys that played defense. Our goalkeeper played solid. Offensively, we had some chances. Got a goal taken away from a bum offside call, but we played pretty well. Really excited. Looking forward to today's game. We play Carroll High School at the new Carroll, 6 and 7 o'clock. So looking forward to that one. There'll be another strong team, so it should be a really, really fun time. Excited to see how the boys will step up to this challenge for tonight. So.
That's what we learned about Logan and how he played soccer.
The Hooks organization puts out an annual preseason all-star picks for players in and around the Coastal Bend. This is a prestigious honor to be considered one of the best players in softball or baseball. This year, Calallen has 4 softball players on that list and were honored at the Hooks banquet for the coming year.
Hey guys, so the Hooks host a winter banquet every year, and they've used it to recognize all the superstar athletes. And here at Calallen, we have a lot of superstar athletes, so we caught up with some of them today to talk about it.
The girls that were selected were Jordan Thibodeau, Braylon Bailey, Kaden Trevino, and Brooklyn Metter.
That's it for the Hooks All-Star team, and I didn't get to go last year, but I am this year. So I went last year, and so what you do when you get selected is you get to go to the Hooks banquet, and you eat dinner, and they announce your name, and you get awards, and there's a whole bunch of people there, and it's fun.
The Hooks preseason All-Star team, it's a great award. It's a very wonderful event. It's a banquet that's usually held somewhere really, really fancy. I'm not too sure where it's going to be this year, but it's an honor to have 4 girls selected. This is our second year getting 4 girls selected. Normally we might get 2, but the girls did really well last year, so I'm really, really proud of them.
All of our cats strive to be the best, and we're so glad that all of y'all got recognized. Go Cats!
Powerlifting will be off and lifting in the coming weeks. A standout lifter from last year and a nationally ranked competitor, Patrick Davis, tells us about the upcoming season.
Hey Cats, my name is Melinda, talking to Patrick Davis about powerlifting.
So yeah, our season is starting up. Our first meet is in about 4 weeks, so we're really prepping for that. The energy this year is really high and really good. We have a new coach. His name is Coach Gonzalez. The energy he brings is really nice. It's gonna be really exciting this year because I think we'll have a solid chance at going pretty deep this year. It's gonna be really fun.
This powerlifting season, we meet a motivating team member, Patrick, where strength meets determination. His growth and achievements reach goals for his team and meet the expectations for success. Under the guidance of a new coach, we create many ambitious lifters who strive to be the best, along with the team being inspired to compete and be victorious.
Thank you for the information on powerlifting, Patrick. That's all from here. Back to the studio.
Swimming, golf, track, and soccer will be kicking off their seasons when we return from the Christmas break. And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Maddie.
Now it's time for Brandon to tell us all about today's weather forecast right after this short break.
Are you tired of your outdoor rugs not withstanding the outdoor elements? Rug edges curling up, rugs losing their shape and constantly being blown over by the wind? So was I. Hi, I'm Whitney, owner and creator of Wugs, Weighted Rugs by Wit. Wugs are outdoor rugs with a patent-pending weighted system built onto the back of the rug. Using American-made steel, the weighted system helps to keep the wug stretched out and fibers tight to prevent the edges from curling and keep the wug in place on those windy days. With Lugs, you can spend less time trying to uncurl your rug ends and more time relaxing outdoors.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Here are the forecasts brought to you by Baytech Opposite Families. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. And also, our last weather report for the year 2024. Anyways, looking at our current conditions here for today, 77 degrees with near calm winds and 5% chances of rain. Now looking at our regional top by radio here for today, nothing going on. We're pretty dry for the most part with no alerts for today. Now, looking at our triple holiday countdown, days until Christmas break is 3, that's coming up close. Days until Christmas, 7, and days until New Year's Day, 15. Now, looking at our 2 through 10 here for today, 79 degrees with 7 north winds at 10% chances of rain. At 6 p.m., always dying down, 69 degrees with 13 northeast winds. And at 10 p.m., 59 degrees with 10 north winds. Now, looking at our 3-day outlook here for today, at Thursday, we are going to be having clear skies, 70 degrees with 0% chance of rain. On Friday, 72 degrees with 5% chance of rain. And on Christmas break Saturday, 67 degrees with 0% chances of rain. And with that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Brandon.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, what do gingerbread men use when they break their legs?
I don't know, William, what?
Candy canes. Wow.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And before our talented carolers finish off the show, as always,
stay classy, Calallen.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and get some out here. We won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. So bring some out here. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.